Welcome to another exciting episode of Howard's Opinion. I'm your host, Howard, and I'm thrilled to have you joining me today as we dive into the world of sports. We've got a fantastic lineup of stories for you, and we're kicking things off with some thrilling news from the NFL. You know, there's nothing quite like the excitement of seeing young talent make their way into the big leagues. And that's exactly what we're witnessing with Oxford High graduate Roc Taylor signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers as a free agent. This talented wide receiver has already made a name for himself at Memphis, where he played for 4 years, catching an impressive 163 passes for 2,375 yards and helping his team win 3 bowl games. But that's not all. We're also looking at another story that caught my attention, where the Missouri Southern State University softball team is on a roll, extending their streak to 4 wins. Their magic seems to be happening in the bottom of the 6th inning, and I've got to say, it's always fascinating to see teams find their groove like this. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the details? Well, let me tell you, we're going to dive deeper into both of these stories and more. So be sure to stick around. We'll be discussing the ins and outs of Roc Taylor's signing, the Missouri Southern State University softball team's winning streak, and plenty of other sports news that's making headlines. So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get ready to dive into the world of sports like never before. We've got opinions, analysis, and insights that you won't want to miss. And if you're just joining us, don't worry. We're just getting started. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. We're diving into the world of sports now, and I've got a fascinating story for you from the NFL. The Buffalo Bills have been making some significant moves in the draft, and it looks like they're focusing on bolstering their defense. According to reports, the team has loaded up on defensive players, selecting several talented individuals who are expected to make an impact on the field. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the offense? Don't worry, folks. The Bills haven't forgotten about that side of the ball either. They've also picked up a few pass catchers and a tight end who could potentially make a difference in their game plan. But it's clear that the team's priority is shoring up their defense, and they're looking to create a more formidable unit that can take on the best teams in the league. One player who caught my eye is Deone Walker, a massive defensive tackle who tips the scales at 345 pounds. This guy is a behemoth, folks, and he's got the potential to be a real game-changer for the Bills. Of course, there are some concerns about his health, but if he can stay on the field, he could be a dominant force in the middle of that defensive line. Another interesting pick is Jackson Hawes, a tight end who's not exactly known for his pass-catching abilities, but is an outstanding blocker. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, why draft a tight end who can't catch? But let me tell you, folks, this guy is a specialist, and he could be just what the Bills need to shore up their running game and provide some extra protection for their quarterback. Overall, it looks like the Buffalo Bills are making some smart moves in the draft, and they're building a team that could potentially make a deep run in the playoffs. Of course, only time will tell if these picks will pay off. But for now, it's exciting to think about the possibilities. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, speaking to you from the world of sports, where the drama of athletic competition never ceases to amaze. Today, we're going to talk about a story that's close to home, literally. Memorial grad Branson Combs is set to sign with the Jacksonville Jaguars as an undrafted free agent. This is a testament to the perseverance and dedication of this young athlete who has worked tirelessly to achieve his dreams. Now, I know what you're thinking. Undrafted free agent. That's not exactly the most glamorous title in the world of sports. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a significant achievement. Combs has defied the odds, and his hard work has paid off. He's got a chance to prove himself at the highest level, and I've got no doubt he's going to make the most of it. Combs' story is one of triumph, a true underdog tale. From his days as a multi-sport star at Memorial High School to his time at Southern Illinois and Wake Forest, he's consistently demonstrated his ability to adapt and thrive in new environments. And let's not forget his impressive stats. 94 total tackles, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 1 interception. This kid can play, folks. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but Howard, he's undrafted. What does that say about his chances of making it in the NFL? Well, let me tell you, my friends, being undrafted is not a death sentence. In fact, some of the greatest players in NFL history were undrafted free agents. Could anyone? Combs' signing with the Jaguars is also a testament to the growing talent pool in the state of Indiana. We've got a rich history of producing top-notch athletes, and Combs is just the latest example. I'm telling you, folks, this kid's got heart, and he's going to make his community proud. In my humble opinion, Branson Combs' story is one that deserves to be told. It's a reminder that with hard work, determination, and a bit of luck, anything is possible. So, let's all take a moment to appreciate this young athlete's achievement and wish him the best of luck as he embarks on his NFL journey. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, these are some of my humble thoughts. Keep it real, folks, and always tell it like it is.